you really have the right, no? And it's up for the installer or the designer to design saan siya magkakat. Mas copy niya yung natural stone. May chance talaga na meron siyang mga microchipping. They are inclined to using sintered stone. Kasi nga, ito yung mga bagong material sa market, and compared to quartz, mas mataas yung hardness ng sintered stone, mas mataas yung stain resistance, and when it comes to the aesthetic, mas copy niya yung natural stone. So, pag hindi naman talaga expert yung tumitingin ng countertop mo, so they will just say na, ang ganda ng bato mo where in fact, it's an engineered stone. Quartz and sintered stone are both engineered stone. Okay, so ito yung samples namin. We have the travertine, sintered stone, travertine. Kasing look niya, no? Yung travertine, no? Right? Meron din kami nitong textured travertine na sintered stone din. So, hindi ko lang, wala lang dito, but we also have that. You can see that on our page. So, yan. Yung sa sintered stone, ganun din. Pag in-scratch mo siya, meron siyang parang lapis na. Yan. Tapos, pag pinahiran mo siya, wala na. No scratch. Ito naman, yung gloss na sintered stone, ganun din. Pag inano mo siya, yan, almost wala. Kahit lapis, wala, no? Kasi nga, gloss na siya. So, yan. Depende na lang sa designer if ano yung preferred niya na surface finish ng sintered stone. Satin ba, rough matte, gloss, or 3D lapatro, whatever. Okay. Sa fabrication ng sintered stone, dito tayo medyo may like yung pinakita ko sa inyo na issue sa US. Kasi si sintered stone, dahil nga super compact siya and then manipis siya, it's just 12 mm. Pag miniter mo siya, no, 45 degrees. Manually mitered man siya or using the machine, may chance talaga na meron siyang mga microchipping, no, dito. Okay? So, as per the American standard, ang allowable na chipping dito, yung tolerance niya is around 2 mm, no? Yung mga microchipping. Hindi naman siya parate, but there are cases that's acceptable in the architectural stone industry, no? So, meron talaga yung mga resin fixes ng mga maliliit na, no? So, that's normal. So, sometimes naman, yun yung nangyari sa issue na yun sa US. Kasi, miniter, I think so, na miniter niya, nag-45 siya dahil manipis na lang yung matitira dito sa taas. And then, high stress na to, nag-chip. Then, nung na-install sa kanya, ayun niya talaga. As in, sobrang laki. It's like 1 cm siguro yung chipping. So, you know, kaya naman yan i-fix ng resin, but yung look ng surface compare doon sa nag-chip is medyo, you know, maybe 80%. Pwedeng gayahin pero hindi na siya talaga maganda. Pero pag ginamitan mo ng quartz yung countertop mo, kahit mag-chip pa siya gaya nito, yung transition nito tsaka yung resin fix medyo mas hindi lala pag quartz yung ginamit mo, no? Kasi sa sintered stone, kasi pag lalo na pag textured yung ginamit mo tapos nag-chip siya, kahit i-resin fix mo na siya, kahit makuha mo pa yung color, yung texture talaga hindi mo mahahabol. Okay? So, yun ang ayaw ng iba sa sintered stone. Kasi nga, once na yung surface niya ma-damage na, since yung sintered stone is yung upper portion niya lang, upper surface niya lang, yun yung may print. Kita nyo dito wala. Yan. This is white. This is printed travertine look. Kaya ayaw ng iba. Mas prefer ng iba yung quartz kasi mas maraming tao yung nakakala mag-install. Mas workable siya, kumbaga, no? If we are to compare between quartz and sintered stone, when it comes to properties, mas maganda gamitin si sintered stone. But maintenance-wise, yung mga fabrication, shippings, and yung mga mangyaring the future, pwede pa nating mahabol kahit mag-chip si quartz, no? And for the final verdict, nagmamatter pa rin yun una, budget of course. Although, in the market, depends on the manufacturer, depends on the quality of sintered stone, depends on the quality of quartz. Sometimes, medyo pareha sila ng pricing. Sometimes naman, mas mababa si sintered stone, mas mataas si quartz. Sometimes naman, mas mataas naman si sintered stone kay quartz. Depends on the manufacturer. But, dito sa Pilipinas, we notice na almost hindi na nagmamatter yung manufacturer, no? Kasi nga, if you will really test the material, almost the same naman yung output eh. So, kumbaga, kung saan lang yung quality and then the price is not that high, doon nagsisettle yung mga designers. Kasi nga, kung maliit lang naman yung difference ng quality, no? Kasi hindi naman tayo gaya ng US, gaya ng Europe, talagang gusto nila very high standards, no? Okay. Secondly, aside from the price, it also depends on the recommendation of the friend, the colleague, the architect, or the designer as per their experience. So, kung yung kapitbahay mo, yung family member mo, gumamit siya ng quartz for a long time na and maganda pa rin yung look niya hanggang ngayon, so most probably, you will be using quartz. Kasi nga, tested na siya. Kung yung designer mo naman, sabi niya, ma'am, gamitin mo yung sintered stone kasi nga ito yung pinakalinis sa market, and as far as I know, wala namang mga cases na nag-yellow siya or nabasag or gano'n, no? So it depends talaga. And before I forgot, since ang quartz pala may resin component, be careful sa pagpatong dito ng mga high temperature na mga yung mga kaldero or the likes, kasi through time mag-yellow ito kasi nga may resin component ko. Unlike sintered stone na wala siyang resin component, you are sure na kahit directly patong yung mainit na bagay, wala mangyari. Kasi nga, yung sintered stone, ginawa siya sa a very high temperature. So, it means na mariresist niya rin yung very high temperature pag pinatong mo sa kanya. And, of course, the availability. Nag-matter din yung availability. If sa lugar niyo, like for example, you're from Cebu, you're from Davao, De Oro, as much as you want to use sintered stone, pag hindi available yung design na gusto mo doon, or yung sintered stone mismo, you will be using quartz kasi ito yung very common sa market. And, sorry, but yung very common pala is yung substandard quartz. Okay, ito yung makikita nyo sa mga depot or whatever, ito yung karamihan na stock nila. And then, common din si quartz because naka-pre-cut na siya. So, some of the depots I saw na naka-pre-cut na siya into 60 by 180, 60 by 120, 60 by 180 cm. Bihira yung may mga sobrang haba na 320. But for the likes of Madini naman, of course, you know that we are not, hindi lang naman kami nagbebenta ng architectural stones sa Philippines, but with the likes of Madini, yung stock talaga is really a whole slab, and it's up for the installer or the designer to decide saan siya magkakat, saang veins yung gagamitin niya for that portion, splashboard, or the fascia, yung transition ng waterfall niya. So it's up for the designer. But for the depots, naka-pre-cut yan. So you don't have a choice but just to use it kasi walang availability. Designer, and yeah, I think that I already discussed almost all the points sa quartz and sintered stone. So if you have more questions, feel free to, ask us. And if we have time, we will really try to answer. But for the specific, like the how to install it, fabricate it, it's a proprietary thing, no? So as much as we want to educate you, it's an internal policy, no? Kahit saan company naman siguro. But the last point that I will discuss is about the installation. So I have to be transparent na if you will decide for a third-party installer, that's a cheaper alternative compared to the legit company na may, you know, they are registered with the BIR, with all the legalities when it comes to permits. If you want warranty, you must choose a company that offers supply and installation. Company po, hindi po third party na tao lang, walang registered business. Why? I'm not saying na hindi sila magaling. I'm not saying na hindi ka nila babalikan. But alam nyo naman, if the business is operating legally, they are also to deliver services. Dapat accountable sila, no? So whatever happens during the fabrication, installation, kung ano yung nasa quote, yun yung dapat masunod, no? Of course, the final decision is sa inyo pa rin, but yun yung point ko. If you want to save, just make sure na babalikan kayo ng third-party installer. Well, most of the time, hindi na siya babalik. Bakit? Sintered stone and quartz, premium quartz, ito yung mga mahal na material sa market. Pag nabasag nila yan, yung bayad, let's say for a slab, bayad mo sa kanya is just 15,000. Pag nabasag niya yun, paano niya babayaran yung whole slab? You purchase it for around 60,000, 80,000, 100,000, 120,000. Wala siyang pambayad doon. Kasi nga, sakto lang kasi yung siningil niya sa'yo sa pagpasahod niya sa mga assistant niya, kung sino yung mga helpers niya. After that, wala na. So may mag-chip man doon, basag man doon, you have to accept the consequences. Kasi nga, kinuha mo yung third party. When it comes naman sa mga legit na company, kung ano yung nasa quotation, you have a claim na pwede na lang palitan yung slab, yung buong slab talaga pag nabasag. Yung if hindi acceptable sa inyo yung pag-install nila, hindi akma dun sa standard na binigay nila sa inyo, you really have the right, no? And of course, hindi rin kayo nila pababayaan kasi nga, they have to continue the business, no? Yeah, I guess yun na lang yung last point ko. Although, siguro madami pa akong gustong i-discuss. But, guys, thank you for your time. And this is sintered stone versus quartz. So, see you on our next vlog. Bye!